Hey, folks, y'all see the title? Now, I'm going to get all my perfunctory out of the way right off the rip. You always hear, just because a man ain't in the house don't mean nothing. Look, I don't see one father that's worth more than a couple of grains of sand texting his son while he's sitting in the car, while he inside, then started up the argument with, in an argument with another grown man, and tell him to come in and bust a cap in him. I just don't. These mama's boys, son, husbands, and look, I ain't even gonna beat up the boy. He's doomed. He's already doomed. He just didn't know it because he's 14 years old. I remember being 14 years old. I'ma steal Carrie's line. Majority of these mothers don't give a damn about their sons. Her words. And I used to struggle with it at first, in full disclosure, but it's crystal clear now. The clarity of it all pretty much is showing itself. So anyway, this story is so off the chart. I got to get my boy Cesar Romero in here. Man, what's up, Cesar? You like Cesar Romero? That's the Joker. Yeah, his real name is Cesar Romero. He's the original Joker in Batman. Come on, y'all. Young folks, come on. Let's go ahead and anyway, you see what it says. Mother tells son to shoot man in Southside restaurant murder, the police said. And you see the date. It was 3 days ago, the 22nd of June. Now, I don't have Twitter, but I've been told that the video inside this Chicago takeout place is all over Twitter. So if any of y'all have Twitter, Massive Dynamic is going to block you posting the link. If you make a comment, because it'll filter it out. But if you make a comment like, hey, Nick, I posted the link to you. Make a regular comment saying you posted the link. Then make a separate comment posting the link. I can catch it because normally a lot of times if you're on it, you can catch it and snatch it before the machine swipes it. But because I get the notifications when people make a comment, but I don't get a notification when something gets filtered. You see what I'm saying? So make a comment first. Hey, here's the link. I'm posting the link, because then I can be on the lookout for it, so I can take it and post it here myself, before the machine takes it. Because once the machine take it, it's gone. And but once I post it, the other people I heard it's on Twitter and it's uncut. I don't have Twitter. And of course, I'm not going to put an uncut, blam job here, but I'll put the link. If you provide the link, I'll stick it. I'll stick it where, the folks will get to see it. All right. I hope that makes sense. If it should make sense. Anyway, let's go ahead and then we'll get to the commentary.
And a disturbing case unfolds in court. A mother accused of ordering her son to commit murder in a West Pullman restaurant. The mother and son are now charged, both of them. Elizabeth Matthews joins us now with more on this developing story. Elizabeth?
Hold on, Elizabeth. So, Mama, you done threw your own son intentionally under the bus. You got an Ed 209. Shout out Tommy Sotomayor. You got an Ed 209 here, and you done just threw him head first under the bus. He's 14 years old. His life is over. His life is over. You've ruined your son's life.
Yeah, not only that, mom, who's accused of giving those shoot-to-kill orders, is now being held on $3 million bail. Parts of that shooting were actually captured on this restaurant's surveillance video, which helped The witnesses identify the suspects to police. So this all happened Sunday night, police tell us, just after 11 o'clock, about 11:05 p.m. 35-year-old Carlisha Hood and her 14-year-old son arrived at the Maxwell Street restaurant on South Halstead at 117th. Hood went in for food. Her son waited in the car. Prosecutors say that's when she began arguing with this man, 32-year-old Jeremy Brown, who was also inside ordering food at the time. Hood began texting her son, who appeared in the doorway, hands in his pockets. A fight became physical between Hood and the victim. The victim was able to punch the woman once. That's when prosecutors say the boy pulled out a gun, fired a single shot to the victim's back, followed him outside, kept firing, striking him fatally twice in the back.
Once outside of the restaurant,
I saw a snippet on ABL's channel because I had this in the queue, and I done queued it up, and I get a YouTube notification on my tablet, and ABL was doing the same thing. I looked at his, and he got a snippet, just a short part at the beginning. And this, I don't know if it's somebody recording it. I'm assuming with their phone, because, you know, that's what everybody do. People won't de-escalate. They're going to record and become internet famous for a hot second. And the dude telling her, she yelling at him, and he telling her, just get your food and go, something like that. He didn't work there. It's like, he buying stuff too. This the dude that got clapped. Just get your food and go. Lady, get your stuff, just go. And she wouldn't, in typical, yeah, I know some females gonna get mad at me. Guess what? Won't be the first time. In typical female fashion, she would not shut up. She would not shut up. And then he even and when you hear a black man say, "Oh, my grandmama," or something like that, he about ready to do something dumb. Yeah, I ain't giving him a pat. Yeah, I ain't beat it. Oh, well, he dead. Okay, I know, but I didn't kill him. I ain't have nothing to do with it. I'm just telling you what happened. I watched it. And he told her, like, if he said something, if you say one more thing to me, basically I'm going to fly that head. She didn't even slow down. Blah, skippity blah, because know why? She had already texted her Ed 209 in the car that she inside arguing with a man, with some dude. I'm telling you, look, man, black man, the average black woman have no regard for you as being a man. They will talk to you any type of way. They will attempt to treat you any type of way. And the only thing now, granted, I'm not saying I would have punched this lady in the head over arguing and over no damn takeout and no damn greasy spot, greaseball spot in frickin' Chicago. That's not what I'm saying. Me, I've been like, number one, I ain't gonna argue with you anyway. I'm just gonna look at you like you stupid. Probably, and then okay, you got it. You got it there, ham hocks. Go ahead and get your stuff and go. You know, she could have stood there and talking stuff. I just been looking straight ahead, looking at the dude like, will you please hurry up and get this bitch her damn food? What the F are you doing? So she can get the F out of here. But he told her, if you say one more thing, hey, look at Caesar. Caesar, that's what he said. I'm just telling you. If you say one more thing to me, I'm going to fly that head. She kept talking and he flew that head. He laid into her. Now, of course, I can't, I ain't going to show that here. I ain't going to steal ABL stuff, but I'm quite sure that's out there too. It might be in this video, so we'll just keep rolling. But, and he laid into her, blow, and then he went to reload his right again, and that's when you hear the gunshot. That was Ed 209 standing in the doorway, and that delivered the cap. Okay, give it some context there. Let's roll.
while the co-defendant was still shooting at the victim, the defendant instructed her son, the co-defendant, to continue to shoot and kill the victim. Once the co-defendant finished shooting the victim, the defendant turned her focus towards witness one. She began pointing at witness one and instructing.
witness one was the chick that was with the dude that got shot. Witness that she's, I guess, I don't know if that's his sister, you know, his girlfriend, his mama. They don't say, they don't show who it is or say who it is. You know, could have been his mom, you know, his sister, daughter, hell, anybody. But mom then told Ed 209 to clap her too, even though the video I seen, I didn't see another female engaging that. And see, this is the thing about stuff like this. We don't know what happened up to this point. We just know where we see the video start rolling, but more than likely there's something lead up to that. I mean, you just don't walk into a store and, I mean, then a lady just started yelling at a dude and he's saying, you say something else, I'm gonna punch you in the head. There's always gonna be something that led up to that. Now, whether the female that was with him said something to get it going and then he stepped in, I mean, we can only speculate because we weren't there. Now, the restaurant know because they got the video of it inside and outside. I'm quite sure the Popo probably got it, and that's what they used that video to determine that she was the one that told the boy to pop the cap, and that's why she in jail with a $3 million bond.
Her son to shoot her, focused towards witness one. Once the co-defendant finished shooting the victim, the defendant turned her focus towards witness one. She began pointing at witness one and instructing her son to shoot her.
Prosecutors say the Hood even tried to get the gun from her son, but he pushed her away. No shots were fired at that witness, who is also the victim's girlfriend. Both mother and son facing murder charges. She's also charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor. The teen boy also facing unlawful use and possession of a firearm. Both, we're told, did surrender themselves to police yesterday. We're also told that Hood, the woman charged in this, the mom charged in this, also had a FOID card herself and was licensed to conceal carry. Reporting live, Elizabeth Matthews, Fox 32.
Mom had a license to carry, but she got her Ed 209 carrying. Now you gonna get him locked up for a long time. I don't see them letting this 14-year-old boy walk, even though she's the one coerced it. I still don't see it. I mean, this is sad. And then we talking about guns on the street. Them be the same ones. He got it from his mama. There's another video where a kid, I think it was in Baltimore, something like that. Oh, bad built ass mama. Come on and stand here, interview, talk. I'm like, oh, no, she didn't put that on purpose. I got 2 words for your ass, lady. Oh, never mind. I'm tripping. Yeah, he had this, that, and other. He needed to protect himself. What was he supposed to do? So she okay. That lady was okay with her teenage son carrying a gun to school to clap somebody with. There's a common denominator in all this stuff. And normally that common denominator normally is wearing fake hair and eyelashes. But anyway, I think that was the end.
Chicago.
Yep, that was the end. Let's see. All right, here's another video. 35, 14-year-old son. Like I say, I'm gonna stop like Sly say, I'm gonna stop asking where's the daddy? There ain't no daddy. And this is gonna roll over into what me and Truth gonna be talking about here in about 2 hours. Man, well, by the time y'all see this, probably about an hour, because I think we're gonna try to snap about 2 p.m. Central Standard Time, somewhere around there, 2:30. Carlicia Hood. Fatal shooting of 32-year-old Jeremy Brown. Her son bond information has not yet been released. I'm gonna go back and play this video. 11 at night. Hood pick up some food. How come you ain't cooking? Don't nobody cook. And that's something else. I was looking at the video. I look at it. Now this is in the hood, even though her name Hood, no pun intended. And I'm looking at the folk behind the counter on the other side. These ain't hood folks, but we already know how the inner city is. They complain about not owning nothing, but y'all don't run nothing. You won't do nothing. And then, but you, they got a large group that talk about them other people coming in the hood, setting up shop and selling y'all trash and gook and garbage, but you still buy it. You still buy that processed garbage and wonder why you funny built, bad health, internal organs messing up, irregular bowel movements, your pee ain't right, like why my pee look like that? Because you don't drink enough purified water. Shout out to Truth Teller. You need the squeeze some lime in some purified water and take you a sprig of alfalfa and just swig it around in there, and you need to drink that 3 times a day. The Rain Man would know. That's what he does for a living. But anyway, it makes no sense. No sense whatsoever. And the whole time I'm looking at the dude on the other side of the counter that's doing the food while all that's going on, he didn't even flinch. He didn't bat a collective eye. Know why? He's used to seeing that. He has to come into the south side of Chicago to deal with you niggers every day. It's just this time it ended up with somebody getting clapped. The lead clap, not the knuckle clap. Knuckle clap, more than likely, you just going to walk away, going to leave some of your Kool-Aid on the floor or out in the parking lot. Well, this dude did, yeah. Well, he left Kool-Aid on the floor and in the parking lot too, but he got lead poisoning. See if we got anything else. Yep, she started texting her son and pointing to him outside. Her son entered Maxwell's, so that's the name of the, okay. Hood went inside Maxwell Street Express. Anybody listening in Chicago, talk to us. Talk to us. On Halstead Street to pick up some food while Ed waited in the car. While she was waiting in line, she got into an argument with Brown. Yeah, that's what I saw. When I saw, that's when they was arguing, and she just would not shut up. And he just told her, ma'am, get your food and go. She would not shut up. This hole, and it's another hole, but it ain't in this picture, thank goodness, gets more crap, and those holes are connected, and between them two holes, those two holes then cause more chaos, tumult, death, violence, and strife than practically any war, any battlefield that I've been on. Yeah, I said it. What you gonna do? Hood started texting son, pointing at him outside. Okay, What say? When Brown punched Hood in the head 3 times, I saw 1 punch, but then that's when, but he was reloading, and that's when the video stopped. After the first punch, the boy pulled out the gun and fired and shot at Brown, striking him in the back. Brown, wait a minute, that don't make sense. Her son entered Maxwell, stood in which Brown punched Hood in the head 3 times. That's what it says. I did see 1. And then I heard the shot. But then it says after the first punch, the boy pulled out the gun and fired and shot at Brown, striking him in the back. So that means after he was shot in the back, he punched her in the head 2 more times. Wow, he was determined. I guess he figured, well, I done already got lead clapped anyway. I may as well get in a couple of more licks. Is that what they saying? I'd have to see the security video that they say they got from inside Maxwell Street Express. I don't know what kind of food they serve, but it wasn't nothing but us dark people of color in line, but there was none behind the counter. Hood told her son to keep shooting, to keep dumping Brown until he murked him, according to prosecutors. Once it was over, Hood told Ed 209 to clap the witness who was egging on the argument she was having earlier. There we go. So we got two Terminators, two BTs. Well, I said, where Tommy at? Two BT was this a one? What, 35? Yeah, she's a 1000 series. She ain't old enough to be a 800. Now what the other one was, I don't know. So yeah, so shoot, who was egging on an argument. So a chick then egged on the argument with this BT 1000. Then Mr. Brown get involved at the behest of his bird. I'm telling y'all, them two holes got so many. Let me rephrase this. Them two holes, HOLES, not HOES. Black men have voluntarily thrown their lives away behind those two holes. HOLES, not HOES. I know I got a funny accent. Sorry. That's why I figure I better spell it for you. Why you calling them holes? Holes. HOLES. Because, you know, they're going to be another Ed coming here with that goofy crap. Man, that fucked up, man. You call them hoes. You know, like HOES don't exist, right? Right. Yeah, okay. So them two BTs got into an argument. Mr. Brown jumps in because when I seen him, he just telling her to take her food and go, like, please, you know, and she wouldn't shut the clapper up. Okay. Hood tried to wrangle the gun away from her son, but he pushed her away. They then got in their vehicle, a Lincoln too, and drove home together. Surveillance video captured both of them arriving home. Surveillance video captured both of them. So dang. So I guess they got, see, you got a ring on your house. You may be recording your own prosecution. You ratting yourself out. Brown suffered 2 gunshot wounds to the back and was pronounced unresponsive at the scene. Hood and her son were charged first degree. Both mother and son are scheduled to appear in bond court this Tuesday. Okay, let's go back. All right, let's play this one, y'all. Then we'll go get the one at the bottom. I wonder what those flags are. This one's blue and red. This one got green in the corner and the rest is red. I wonder what that's all about. And she just 35? Y'all show she 35? 35? Maybe you need to stop eating this stuff in this joint. What you think? What you think, Caesar? Yeah, Caesar with me. The Joker with me. Wow, come on, Mom. Well, I mean, shoot, it's a foregone conclusion now, but anyway. Here come Ed. I guess after she done text him. Flip flops and socks. I guess that was her trying to take the heater away from him and he pushed her away. Let's go home and wait on the popo to come get us. Wipe his blood off her face. If you recognize. Okay, let's go to this one here. This last one here. I don't know if it's going to be anything different, but let's see. Come on, thing. Oh, hell no. Never mind. Hey, that's all I got. I say, if somebody got Twitter, because I hear they say it's all over Twitter. Get me the link to Twitter, send it to me. But like I say, make a comment section first for me to go check the filter, and hopefully I can catch it before it get wiped, and I'll link it here for everybody to see. Y'all be good and be safe. Be safe. Stay out of Maxwell's. And if you in Chicago, tell me about this. Tell me about this place. Bye.